Hey guys, it's SnakeEyes. In today's video, I'm going to go over my guild war attacks against the top 5 and 2 of the top 5 guilds. That's Dragon Slayer and Fear the Knights. We're going to go from bottom to the top. And I'm going to go over my pets and insignias and heroes that I used to beat it. And go over the tactics that I used as well. Let's go ahead and get into that.
Audio Jungle.
Alright, so the heroes are already out on the base. First up, we got Dove, 8 Unholy Pack, 12 skill. She's using Bubbalo. I got 6 Brute Force Insignia on her. And then she's got 5 Forest Ward. And for trade, she's got Accuracy and Attack. Next up, we got Skeletica. He's got 8 Stone Skin, 12 skill. He's got 7 Survival Insignia on him, 5 VL, and then almost all 5 dodge. After that, we got Asura. Asura's got 8 Survival. He's got 7 Sacred Light. Oh, he's also got Mini Angie and his 12 skill. He's got 5 Forest Ward and almost all 5 HP. Then we got Triantar. He's 12 skill, 5 Revive. He's got the Elephant Pet on him. He's got 6 Revive, 4 or 5 Malaise, and not really much for trades. After that, we got Lavonica. He's got 8 Sacred Light, 12 skill. He's got the Phoenix Pet on him. He's got 7 Stone Skin Insignia. Got 5 Forest Ward and almost all 5 dodge. And then on Ronin, we got 8 Scorch, 12 skill as well. We got the Doom Balloon on him. Got 5 Revive. I myself have tried out Survival on him, and I don't prefer it. I prefer him to be able to revive another time. Anyway, so let's go into. So he's got 5 Forest Ward, and then he's got almost all 5 dodge as well. So let's go ahead and get the attacks. All right, so this is the 5th top might right here. This is FTK Shibo, obviously. So this is the only one that's going to differ from the other 4. I use Phoenix on Skeletica because I usually tank with Lavonica, but Lavonica was destroying the buildings too fast and it's coming in on that all the heroes too fast. So I used Skeletica, and he was able to continue proccing and utilizing Phoenix without going in too fast on the heroes. So I was able to get to a decent percentage with Skeletica, and I don't think he had a Dove Keeper on this one either. I don't know why he wasn't utilizing a Dove Keeper, but I noticed that on, I think, on another FTK base they had out Creation 01 instead of Dove Keeper, which it actually was a pretty tough base. I usually like to tank with Lavonica and then throw Dove Keeper in behind him so she can kill off the heroes without being targeted right away and getting killed off. But as you can see, Skeletica did do pretty decently, and you'll see how I use Lavonica. I don't think I had I had a Mini Angie on Lavonica this time, and like I said, he destroys the buildings way too fast, as you can see right here. And he just comes in on the heroes, and he actually dies off pretty fast. So this is why I use Skeletica instead of Lavonica as a tank in this one. So you'll see right now he dies off pretty fast. For Lavonica, obviously, because he still got that 8 Sacred Light and 7 Stone Skin on him. So him dying off that fast is pretty ridiculous. And also to note, the Storm Eater, I use this one. This is the only attack that I use a Storm Eater in. And then I went ahead and I had Doom Balloon on Ronin. So I used just to finish off the base with Ronin, and then it was a wrap right there. He revives one more time, and then after this, that's a wrap on this one. Alright, on the next attack. Alright, so this is the 3rd top might of Dragon Slayer, Dave Slayer. In this one, you do see that I do have Phoenix on Lavonica at this time, and the tactic that I was talking about in the last one, I have Lavonica drop first, and then I have Dove Keeper tanking behind him. And as you can see, you can see him killing off see Dove Keeper killing off the heroes pretty easily while Lavonica is tanking. And also I use Asura as a little bit of a tank as well. Asura I like with Survival because he's able to get up on that thing without her killing him right away. So, and as you can see, Lavonica's tanking pretty well, even with the Dove Keeper in there, because I think Dove Keeper was already killed off on this one. On this one, I ensured before I went up to 50%, that all the heroes except for Levonica were killed off before I committed at 50%. So I backed out of this one a few times before 50% because I wanted all the heroes to be dead, and as you can see in this one, they were at 50%. So I tank a little bit with Levonica and Dovekeeper on this one. I get close to killing off Levonica. I'm not sure if I do. I don't think I do. I think when this one's over, I think Levonica's still alive. And this Levonica was actually pretty tanky. I'm pretty sure that he was running a similar setup of what I have. Maybe all HP traits and 5-4 scored as well. But I don't think I was able to kill off his Levonica. So I was pretty impressed by Dave Slayer's base. I mean, what else do you expect from a top 5 might in a top 5 guild? So, but yeah, this is the tactic that I use for this one. Like I said, on this one I got Bubbalo on Dovekeeper, and I got Phoenix on Levonica, and they're cleaning up the base. Just them two are cleaning up the base quite nicely. So I don't think they die off. I'm pretty sure that after this I think I may have dropped Skeletica in the back. Yeah, drop Skeletica in the back, and then before Skeletica goes in, I go ahead and drop Ronin, and it's 100% next attack. Alright, so this is the second top might of Dragon Slayer, First Slayer. So in this one I use a similar tactic. I drop Levonica, and then I drop Dove behind Levonica. In this one, Dove actually dies off after 50%, but I am able to kill off all the heroes except for Levonica and Dovekeeper. But it gets me a little bit nervous because Levonica's out there by himself, but he does manage to survive, and he actually does not die off. So let's go ahead and watch that. So one thing to note too is I didn't feel like waiting. So if you see in this one, I don't even have 6 heroes. I only have 5 heroes because the hero wasn't done reviving. So I don't know why at this point I was dropping Guardians behind, but it looks like that it didn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know why I kept dropping Guardians, honestly. It looked like it was pulling Levonica away a little bit, but that really wasn't doing anything. I wasn't far enough because I was tanking off of Dovekeeper's doves. And Levonica survives really well in this one. And that's why I like the 8 Sacred Light and the 7 Stone Skin on him so much, because it takes a lot for him to really die off. Even getting direct arrows from Dovekeeper. So I think like this for a little bit, and I realized this is getting to a minute already, so I dropped Skeletica. Skeletica helps clean up, and he goes to the other mana mill, and then I drop Ronin before Levonica is able to kill off Skeletica. Next attack. Alright, so this here is the top might of Fear of the Knights. So this one I had the toughest time with by far. You saw right there, I used the Sure to kill off Athene and also trigger that Levonica totem. You see the creational one up at the top. I was having a lot of trouble dropping Levonica right there, so I was going to drop him there. And I couldn't drop Skeletica there either, so I finally just decided to try and trigger the totem and also kill off Athene as well. And that's why you see that I, even at only 22%, I committed with Levonica, because it was a pain in the butt to kill off that Athene. So at around 58%, Levonica dies off, and because he's already getting bombed down by like all the heroes. So, but like a 52%. But I dropped Skeletica. Skeletica with survival actually came through a lot, because you'll see a couple times where he just stops taking damage from, I think that's survival right there, but he just completely stopped taking damage a couple times because of his shield and because of, so that's a big hole in this defense, right? So in place of Dovekeeper, he's using Creational 1, but Creational 1 doesn't debuff Skeletica. So with these bases, you can use Skeletica with survival and have their shield up, so they'll have pretty much, they don't have protection against damage on both those occasions. So Skeletica is actually pretty nice against these FTK bases. So after that, Skeletica dies off. I drop Ronin at the bottoms, away from the other heroes, and try and get him to tank off of that Anubis. And you see that Anubis kills him off once, then he kills him off again. And then this, like I said, this one is the one I had most trouble with. And Trianta revives, and that's the game. Alright, so this here is the top might overall, and this is Big Papa Slayer, the top might of Dragon Slayer. This one I kind of just bum rushed in with Ashura, Dove Keeper, and Lavonica. As you can see, Ashura is kind of running along the bottom. Even with Athena attacking him, he was surviving pretty well. And actually got to 33% with him just by himself. You see he made it to the other side of the base. But after Lavonica and Ashura and Dovekeeper die off, I have to rely heavily on Skeletica and Ronin, obviously. Skeletica gets smacked by Lavonica, and that's it. Luckily, I have the gold vaults pretty much lined up, so I can just utilize Ronin and Doom Balloon, and Ronin takes out most of it, and Doom Balloon just finishes it off. That's the game. As far as my guild's placing, we placed 4th overall. It's kind of tougher than going against the top 10 guilds. I think we're ranked 12 right now. But I had a lot of fun doing this, trying to get back into committing and doing my tactics for Guild Wars against the top 5. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did find some use out of this video, go ahead and leave a like. I did place 15th out of my guild. I'm trying to push my right now so I can get higher. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Snake Eyes, and I'll see y'all later.